Hey beauties, this is Kashi back with another quick beat. I hope you guys are ready. This beat was inspired by Easter. It's a little Easter themed, you know, bright colors, yellows, pinks, the whole shebang. Tune in, we're gonna jump right in and let's do it. Alright, so we're going to jump in and I'm going to start with prepping my face. I use my Fix Plus Prep and Prime, let that dry. And then I go straight into my brows. I am using a Beauty Creations brow kit. This was given to me by the gorgeous, glamorous Glamour by Josue. Make sure y'all check him out. And I just quickly prep my brows. And then I start to fill in, starting underneath towards the outer corners. And then just slowly filling in gradually. And if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know I always fill in with the powder first, and then I go in with my Deep Dark Brunette by MAC. Sometimes I use my Precisely My Brow by Benefit, but I was just feeling a little bit different today. So here I am, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape just to conceal under my eyebrow, clean that up. And I'm using a flat concealer brush. As you can see, it's really small, just so that I can maintain control while I'm cleaning up my brows. And then after I'm done with cleaning up my under eyebrow, I'm going to use a wet beauty blender just to blend in my Tarte Shape Tape. And I make sure it's wet because Tarte tends to dry out really quick. Then I'm here with my P. Louise base just to prime my eyelids. And I'm using a blending concealer brush to blend that in. Make sure I have some good coverage because I want my colors to really pop. Then we're going to go into the James Charles palette by Morphe, and we're just going to set that with a white eyeshadow to make sure that those colors pop as well. Then I'm using my Beauty Creations palette. I'm going into this really soft yellowish color just so that I can have that full blend effect at the end with the finished look. I'm going in with my Morphe 441 brush just to blend these colors out. I'm using a light orange. Then I'm going to go into a pink as well, just blending these colors all into each other. And then taking the same brush, I'm going into the Remember Me palette by Me Amor US. We're just going to blend that in. Right underneath, I'm using a mustard yellow color. Right there. And I'm going in to my crease with darker hues of each of these colors. So I'm using a darker yellow, a burnt orange, a little bit of a darker hot pink. Just gonna blend that in so that when I cut my crease, you can really see all of those colors. I'm just going into my Morphe palette, and I'm using my Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush to darken the outer corner of my eye and really give myself that dramatic crease. And then I'm going in with my P. Louise base and my concealer brush, and I'm slowly going to cut my crease. Now when I cut my crease, you notice I will not really drag the brush too much. I'm very light with my motions, and I'm trying to make sure that I maintain a really nice round, almost kind of half moon crescent shape when I'm cutting my crease. Now when you cut your crease, how you cut it does depend on your eye shape. Me, I have almond shaped eyes, so I try to really maintain that rounder kind of ovular shaped cut crease. Once I'm done cutting my crease, I use my box of Crayons eyeshadow palette, and with a flat packing brush, I'm just going to go into the gold color, and I'm going to wet my brush so that it's nice and shimmery. And then I go in with my JLarue Cosmetics topping powder in the shade Bliss. And then just in the inner corner, I'm going to add a few taps of that in just to give me some more shine and drama. Oh, don't be like me and buy eyeliners off Instagram. As you can see, I already had eyeliner on there, but it was horrible. So I used my Nyx Lingerie, and then I just went into my crease with a little bit of glitter and added that in. Now I'm just cleaning up the top of my brow with a darker shade of my Tarte Shape Tape, just so that I'm not looking too light skinned, because I'm already light enough as it is. I don't need to look like anything but my color. Once I'm done cleaning up above my brow, I take my wet beauty blender and I also blend out that concealer on top, just so that it makes a nicer blend when I add my foundation, because as y'all know, I always do my eyes before I do my foundation. I can't deal with fallout and all that stuff, so I just try to avoid that problem. And then my Fit Me matte poreless foundation is what I'm using, and I'm using a flat synthetic foundation brush so that it doesn't suck up all of my product. You get better coverage and it's easier to blend when you use a synthetic brush. So I'm just blending that all over, and then I'm gonna go with my Tarte Shape Tape and just conceal under my eyes. I also concealed my nose and my Cupid's bow in the middle of my forehead, which is huge, humongous, and then also my chin. And I'm just gonna blend those out with a wet beauty blender as well. I added a little bit of this extra shade of Tarte just to give myself a better blend. I don't always do this, but if you're a person like me that is real big on making sure that nobody can see your blend, then yeah, this is what you do. And don't mind me, y'all, I'm a tad bit cockeyed, I realized after this video. Because it's like, bro, I'm looking up and I'm looking two different ways. But we're not going to talk about that, y'all. We're just going to focus on the makeup, okay? Once I'm done concealing, I go in with my Kat Von D Lock-It setting powder, and I set right under my eye just to make sure that my concealer doesn't crease. I bought some small blending sponges just to really be able to get into those areas where I can't get in with a bigger beauty blender. And I set all of the areas where I highlighted or concealed, I should say, even over my eyebrows, because I like to make sure that my brows do not look shiny, because that does not look right and it looks crazy. Plus I go over my eyebrows anyways at the end, so. And I'm just gonna leave that there to really set in place. I go over the rest of my face with a more fluffy powder brush, I should say, just to make sure that I get good coverage with my setting powder. Once I'm done setting, I'm going back in with my Fix Plus. Just gonna set with some spray real quick, and then I'm going to contour using my LA colors. I really loved this, and I was using a brush that was given to me also by the wonderful Glamour by Jose. Y'all gotta really check out those brushes, because those brushes are the truth. But it was just a angled contouring brush, nothing too crazy. It's also synthetic so that it doesn't hold all of my product. And I'm just going around my outer face frame, I guess I'll call it. And I'm staying right near my ears with my contour, Trying to just stay true to my natural face shape so it's not like over contoured. You don't want to look like a drag queen, y'all. Then I'm taking a synthetic angled brush just to contour my nose. This is a great alternative if you don't already have a nose contouring or a really precise contouring brush. And as you can see, I'm following where my eyebrows start to create some more shape. And I'm also going over the sides of my nose and right underneath where the bridge is at, almost near my Cupid's bow. Now, just to give myself a little bit more dimension, I went in with a round contouring brush, and I'm only staying right underneath where I've already contoured, just to make sure that that contour is real precise and only in the areas I want it in. Now I'm going into my Morphe blush palette, and I'm using a angled blush brush. It's really fluffy, and I'm just using a really peachy light blush. I don't really like to look too pink on my cheeks because it just looks funny to me. I don't want to look like nobody's nana. We ain't got time for that. Set again with my Fix Plus. Then I'm going into my Laura Mercier highlighter. And I said before I did that just so that my highlighter has a prettier and more bold shine. And I'm just going right over my cheekbones, the highest part of my cheekbones, to create that nice, beautiful highlight that we all love, because who doesn't live for a good highlight? Now, highlight does depend a lot on your facial structure and what is already accentuated and what isn't. Personally, I feel like you can kind of wing your highlight. You know, not everybody wants to highlight the same things in their face. Me personally, I love my nose, I love my Cupid's bow, my forehead, even though it's huge, and my cheekbones are really high, so I love to highlight those and really make them pop. Can't forget your chin, y'all. I'm using my Danger Doll lashes. These are my lashes by my best friend, y'all. Make sure you check her out. Okay, exclusive by Danger, coming real soon. Stay tuned, okay? Now, I didn't want to take forever doing this, so I'm gonna just go ahead and pop that other one on. Boom. And then I'm gonna just use some mascara just to kind of blend them all together. I'm sorry, I know y'all can't see me. And then on my waterline, I used a greenish turquoise kind of eyeliner and also a green eyeliner. And now I'm just lining my lips with a wineish kind of color. It's like a dark pink / wine. I don't really know what you call it, but it was really pretty, and it kind of was really close to the pink that I used on my eyeshadow. So we're just gonna line with this. I'm not overlining because I didn't feel like this look would call for it. Plus I was adding a little gloss in there, so I think we'll be straight with this cute little lip line. Now I'm going into my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brûlée, and I'm just gonna go over where I lined and blend that out with some gloss. And then I also used my JLarue Cosmetics gloss. It's like super high shine, and I really like that baby doll super gloss lip on this look. So we're gonna make sure we pop that on there. As y'all can see, I'm obsessed with my lips, so JLarue. And so guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, it was a lot of fun creating this look. I definitely challenged myself and I loved it because the colors pop, but they're so subtle that it's not too much. So if you like this look, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell at the bottom, make sure you stay tuned for my notifications. I'll be uploading another video shortly. I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching with Quick Beats. Until next time.